Hey guys, Letter Magic here, back with another overlooked but awesome card and a sore throat. Thanks whatever Pokemon Go player got me sick. Anyway, this overlooked but awesome card is going to be familiar with anybody who played the game way back in the day because it was printed in Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Revised, and 4th and 5th edition, and in each of those it was an uncommon. So to say it was a staple card would be an understatement. But the card isn't legal in Modern, and it has never been reprinted since. So I suspect that quite a few of you haven't heard of this. I'm of course talking about the legendary ET card, Instill Energy. Anytime somebody touches fingers like that, it's an ET reference, I don't care. Accidental, purposeful, doesn't matter, it's ET. So the card was originally worded as Enchant Creature, which was of course an aura. It was a 1-cost green card, and it says you may untap target creature both during your untap phase and one additional time during your turn. Target creature may also attack the turn it comes into play. If that isn't the strangest way to word a card. So the updated Oracle text is enchantment aura, enchant creature, and then enchanted creature can attack as though it had haste. So it doesn't actually give it haste, because then you might have a thing that says for every creature with haste, but it may attack as though it had haste. And you might be thinking, isn't that the exact same thing? Yes it is, but functionally no. And then it has a 0 ability where you pay 0 and then untap enchanted creature. Activate this ability only during your turn and only once each turn. Now see, that is much clearer and makes way more sense and sounds way more like, modern cards. So you throw this on a creature, it basically has haste, and then on top of that, you can pay 0, so just whenever you want, once per turn on your turn, you can untap the creature for absolutely free. So a lot of creatures, especially I'll just say like the archetype of high cost, low power and toughness wizards, that tends to be like the number one class of card that has insane untap abilities like spell cloning, creature cloning, massive damage, just weird conditional stuff. So these abilities may be unbelievably powerful, but they're kept fair and balanced, usually, by the fact that, well, how are you going to untap the creature? You would need something to artificially untap it, and that's not the most common thing in the world. So yeah, it's this big, huge, amazing, insane ability like flicker a creature, exile something, nuke a card out of somebody's graveyard and turn it into a 2/2 spirit on your side, or something crazy like that. But you can only really practically do it once per turn, and that's the fair and balanced part. Well, now you can do it twice for 1 mana. Oh, and you know that tap ability that's on the creature that you can't use when it comes out because it doesn't have haste, it has summoning sickness? Now you can! So you throw down some wizard or some like artifact creature, those are pretty famous for having tap abilities, and then throw this on it. Not only can you use the tap ability immediately now, but then you can untap it for free and then use it again immediately for 1 green. It's a shame most wizards aren't green. In fact, very few green creatures tend to have on-tap abilities compared to like blue or white. Or, well, even black, but depending upon what, well, let's be honest, commander deck you're running, you might be able to get some serious mileage out of this, especially on your commander. Now, the one fun little trick you want to keep in mind is that if you attach this to an opponent's creature, because remember, there's nothing stopping you from doing that, you can untap that during your turn. Yes, it is still during your turn, everything on this card is taken very literally, but if for some reason you found the need to untap one of your opponent's creatures, there you go. So maybe there's something you can do with that, like maybe amplify your Verity Circle. That's a 3-cost blue enchantment from Ravnica Allegiance, actually. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't being declared as an attacker, you may draw a card. And then you can pay 5 to tap a target creature without flying. So you could tap it, untap it, then tap it again. Not the absolute best example, but I'm just saying there are ways out there that you could make use of this. There are also a couple creatures out there that care whether or not they're tapped. I think a couple have hexproof based on if they're tapped or untapped. So obviously just a fantastic utility card. From almost any set it was printed in, it's 25 cents, at least right now. Alpha version is 110, but that probably doesn't surprise anybody. So definitely go pick up this card if you think your deck can make use of it, and I will see you guys next video.